Don't you hear me call?
Couple of sure fire classics right there. Oh yeah. From the first Iron Maiden album, of course, Strange World, as we dedicate it to the memory, of course, of Paul Di'Anno, who, as I was just thinking, is probably the first really high-profile metal frontman, or woman, to pass away, I think, since Ronnie James Dio. I mean, maybe I'm missing something, or I'm just having a brain meltdown, but I don't think anyone this high-profile has passed away in the metal world since Dio. But this was a tragic week in heavy metal, as we lost one of the greats, Mr. Paul Di'Anno, of course, the Wrathchild himself, as he fronted Iron Maiden from the late 70s until late 1981. And it was only a couple of years, but boy, did that guy make a mark. And then, of course, with Battlezone and all the solo albums, Killers and whatnot. Paul Di'Anno, ladies and gentlemen, right there, Strange World. Before that, Def Leppard and Bringing on the Heartbreak. Like I said, a track that was released 2 times as a single. First, when High and Dry came out, it was the second single from that album back in 1981. And then, I guess it was Polydor, whatever label, Mercury, that they were on at the time. After Pyromania broke big, they released Bringing on the Heartbreak 84, which was the 1984, I guess, remixed version of that track, and it recharted back in 1984. So that track got the double whammy back in the 80s. And we started things off, like I said, with my very positive rant on UFO. Right here on the Great Wall of Metal, the Great Wall of Late Night Metal Ballads, Volume 3. I mean, what better when you're, you're sleepless on a very late evening, and it's a beautiful evening here in SoCal, of course, than to jam some good old school classic metal ballads, right? And spend some time with your favorite heavy metal wizard on the Gotcha Metal channel. Let's move on to the current century, and we'll do a more modern-esque kind of band. Some of you are saying, oh, man. But that's what we got to do. Got to mix it up a little bit, right? So this band wrote and released a dedication to one of their heroes, who was a vocalist who had passed away recently at the time. And let's get to that track right now. And it's here on the Great Wall of Late Night Metal Ballads.
Song they play and stormy. I can't look when covered by the nothing and the suffering. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from this mistake. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from their mistakes. Yeah.
couple of great metal ballads from the year 2002. Down right there from Down 2, A Bustle in Your Hedgerow CD. Of course, that's Learn from My Mistake. And I dare say, I think that album is probably the most sonically commercial sounding album that Phil Anselmo has ever sang on, as far as what I remember anyway. Of course, with Pepper Keenan and Kirk Winston, Rex Brown, Jimmy Bauer. Phenomenal sophomore effort from Down from back in 2002. You know, that album had no singles released on it. Maybe one video, right? But it did manage to sell 250,000 units. I was doing a little research. And it did peak at number 40 on the Billboard charts. Pretty damn good for back in 2002. And prior to that, Stained with the track just entitled Lane. Of course, Stained's tribute to Lane Staley, who had died a few years prior to the release of that album, which is called 14 Shades of Grey. Stained's fourth album, band from Boston. And the more time that goes by in life, the larger appreciation I have for Stained and their songwriting. You know, they were definitely lumped in with all the new metal bands, but they were just much better than that when it came to writing melodies. Obviously, you know, Aaron Lewis and Mike Mushak made a terrific tandem songwriting team. You know, those guys just did it the right way. They managed to sound very, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just like it. Just feels good in the heart, and that's what matters, right? I am the heavy metal wizard, by the way, make no bones about it. And a couple weeks back, we did the Great Wall of American Doom metal. And on that particular Great Wall, we added this next band. So they get a double dip in the month of October. Anyway, this band does have a ballad, even though they were known as a doom metal band. And this is one of the great metal ballads of all time. It's from back in, I think, 1992. And it comes off the self-titled album. We're talking about Trouble. Oh, yeah. Another uplifting track, ladies and gentlemen. It's called The Misery Shows, Act 2. Got it on the Great Wall of Metal.
Doesn't matter how hard you try, it still shows. Please take his hand. The time has come to learn. Take my hand, let me take you to learn. so sorry it ended up this way. Soon the sun will shine on me. Please take his hand. The time has come to learn. Please take my hand. Let me take you to learn. Just want to take you to places you haven't been before. I can take you. Will you let? Sitting here wondering about things that only the Lord knows. Trying to feel all the pain you have inside. Misery shows. It doesn't matter how hard you try. It still shows. lead all the way. Before the dawn, I hear you whisper in your sleep. Don't let the morning take me.
Now, is that not some great late night tunage? Judas Priest. Now, to some, that's off the album Killing Machine. Well, my UK friends out there. But to us Americans, it's off Hell Bent for Leather, of course, from back in 1978. One of the great breakthrough albums for Judas Priest back in the late 70s, Before the Dawn, right here on the Great Wall of Late Night Metal Ballads. I am the Heavy Metal Wizard from the Gotcha Metal channel. We're live in SoCal on the Great Wall of Metal tonight as we do Volume 3 of our Great Wall of Late Night Metal Ballads. I mean, sometimes you gotta get soft. Crack myself up. Which was before the Judas Priest. Misery Shows had a little bit Ozzy vibe, and I agree with that. And speaking of Ozzy, I cannot wait to watch the footage from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that happened, I guess, last night, right? Or was it 2 nights ago? I'm not sure. But Ozzy, as you know, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a solo artist. He had already been inducted as a member of Black Sabbath. And no matter what you say about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I second most of those opinions, there's some wacky hooky dookie going on with who they induct into that Hall of Fame. However, I simply must watch that because, I mean, I was thinking about it. You know, Ozzy's one of the guys who's really been around my entire life. You know, from the time I started listening to music in, like, I don't know, when I was like 7 or 8 years old, when I was first introduced to music in general, pop music, pop rock, radio music, back in the late 70s. Ozzy was there as a member of the mighty Black Sabbath. And when I started listening to hard rock and metal and punk in the early 80s, Ozzy had just kicked off his solo career and was a megastar. You know, and here we are 50 years later, well, 40-something years later anyway, and Ozzy's still, he's in the headlines. It just never stops. He is like the Energizer Bunny with a limp. Gotta watch myself the Ozzy Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, for sure. All right, we started things off tonight with UFO, which was a band that I said, it breaks my heart that not many people in the mainstream know about. And the same goes for this next band that I'm going to play right now on the Great Wall of Late Night Ballads. This is a Canadian band. They're from Toronto, and their first 3 albums, I mean, if you're a fan of Zeppelin or The Doors or any kind of hard classic rock, you will love this band, but yet no one knows about them. And we're going to play it right now. The band is called The Tea Party. You want to check this out. It's jamming, people. Trust me on that. Tea Party, drawing down the moon on the Great Wall of Metal.
Stay
Now, ladies and gentlemen, does it get any greater than that? The sun goes down. It's Thin Lizzy on the great wall of late night metal ballads. The sun has been way down for hours here in SoCal as we approach the midnight hour. here on a glorious Wednesday evening here in SoCal. I am the heavy metal wizard on the Great Wall of Metal tonight, Volume 3 of the Great Wall of Late Night Metal Ballads. And that one, of course, comes off the final Thin Lizzy album with Phil Lynott. Of course, it's called Thunder and Lightning, and it came out, way back in 1983. You know, that's another band that I was just too young to appreciate in their prime. I mean, I was a little kid. I had heard, you hear Jailbreak on the radio. You hear The Boys Are Back in Town. Maybe Don't Believe a Word, but that's it. I didn't really get the full onslaught of Thin Lizzy greatness until I was in high school and college. And I regret that. I regret that I wasn't born 5 years earlier. Well, that would make me almost a senior citizen. But hey, what the hell, right? It's experience that matters, people. Before Thin Lizzy, we did the Tea Party with Drawing Down the Moon. And like I said, if you're a fan of hard rock, metal, I don't know, any, psychedelic rock, you need to check out the Tea Party, because their first 3 albums, self-titled and Splendor Solace, and of course that album, which is their 3rd album, The Edge of Twilight, all 3 of those are just, my oh my, great listens. You got to trust me on that, people. Trust the heavy metal wizard on that, especially if you're into Zeppelin, because that's who, that band Tea Party, they wore their Zeppelin influences on their sleeves, especially back in their early days before they added the electronic element to their albums that came out after the mid-'90s. Anyway, that was called Bringing Down the Moon. Great track right there from the Tea Party. All right, so we're going to save the best for last, and I wanted to at least, put one new type song on the Great Wall of Metal tonight. And, I did succeed in finding something really great and really epic to end this Great Wall of Metal with tonight. This track came out not even 2 years ago, and it's from the incredible Boston band Cave In. It's off the album Heavy Pendulum, and if you follow the Great Wall of Metal, or if you follow me, whether I'm doing the Metal Motel or, any of the streams that we do, you'll know that Cave In gets a lot of attention here, because I don't know anyone out here in SoCal who really knows much about Cave In or cares about Cave In, but I do. I was going to play the title track from Ties of Tomorrow, which is fantastic, but I instead found this gem of a ballad. It's off the Heavy Pendulum CD, and we're going to play it right now, because it's freaking phenomenal. It's called Wavering Angel, and it's a terrific song to end the night with tonight. To end the Great Wall of Metal. Very atmospheric. It's very, late night. Good night, everyone. Heavy Metal Wizard signing out. Have a great rest of your week.
Have you ever loved somebody too much? Killed them with kindness, crushed them with your touch. Have you ever held somebody too close, took them like a drug, then you overdose, slip into a state of mind so free? That's all we want to be. Have you ever given somebody their space, and it hit you where it hurts, slapped you in the face? Have you ever set somebody so free, thrown them to the wind, pushed them out to sea, feeling like you never want to see them again? What happened to us, my friend?